It is officially summertime in the Rockies. We saw some storms roll across the state today. This video came from Jack Weaver out in Grand Junction.
A little closer to the Denver metro area, 9 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen caught what appears to be a landspout near Milliken today. That's why all parts of Weld County were under a tornado warning. Give you a look at what the high country has been dealing with tonight. This is at Loveland Ski Area, where the rain continues to fall, Lauren. We had some wild stuff there for just a little while when we had some real dangerous weather in a populated area of Weld County.
That's right. Things got a little too exciting earlier this afternoon, just before 4 p.m. But all of that moved through, and now we're just looking for things to start to wind down as we go through the rest of the evening. So as we monitor our HD Doppler radar, still very active, but becoming quiet, especially across the western slope and into the high country, where scattered storms are now becoming scattered rain showers. Now, where we are still watching for some stronger storms is off to the northeast into the Nebraska Panhandle. No severe thunderstorm warnings with this. Our severe thunderstorm watch was allowed to expire at 7 o'clock, and then other severe thunderstorm warnings that were with this storm as it pushed its way through northern portions of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. Those were all allowed to expire as well. So what we're left with right now is just some heavy downpours. We're also going to look for gusty winds, lots of lightning and thunder. Now, coming up in my full 7-day forecast, we're going to talk more about these storms that are moving out tonight. We have another round in store for tomorrow, but heading into the weekend, hot weather is going to return. I'll have those details for you just ahead.
Aurora police say somebody in a ski mask has tried to get inside homes carrying a gun twice. APD says it happened last Friday night, both times same neighborhood, just north of Parker Road and 225.
9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us live from Aurora headquarters tonight. Rachel, you talked with one of these homeowners today.
Yeah, David Johnson tells me while they were safe inside their home while this was happening, seeing the video of a person in a mask trying to get in was scary. He spoke with me earlier today in hopes of keeping his neighbors safe and hopefully helping police catch the person responsible.
So it could have been random. We don't know. We're going to let the police do their job and see what they can figure out.
David Johnson is still puzzling over a scary situation just outside his front door last Friday.
Yep.
Johnson and his wife were sleeping when just before midnight, someone in a mask started pounding on their door. Cameras outside caught the encounter on video.
Didn't think much of it at first, but then went back and looked at the camera footage and saw this rather sketchy looking person dressed all in black except for the white ski mask, pounding on our door with all our lights off and late at night. But then when we looked closer, we saw that they had a gun in their hand, and that's when we called the police and said this is a real issue.
By the time they were up, the masked person with the gun had taken off. They were only here
2 minutes at the most, 3 minutes. Looked like he had one idea, knock on the door and leave.
Trying to catch this person. A neighborhood is on edge after this happened just doors down from each other.
Matthew Longshore with Aurora Police says this strange man struck not one but 2 homes last Friday.
On one of the incidents on Friday, one of the homeowners opened the door just slightly and this person tries barging inside. Thankfully, they were able to close the door and lock it before they were able to get inside.
Longshore says the person in the mask did call out the homeowner's daughter's name, leaving concerns the homes hit weren't random. Johnson's hopeful police can catch the person beneath the mask.
Yes, hopefully they do.
Until then, urging his neighbors to stay vigilant.
Please don't open your door for somebody you don't know. Be very careful.
Police are encouraging anyone who lives in that area to check ring cameras and surveillance video to see if you might have any video of that person in a mask or of them driving off in a dark colored SUV. If you've got that video or you might know who this person is, contact police. Reporting live in Aurora, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Newly released body camera video shows a man was unarmed and holding a cell phone when Aurora police officers shot him. He died 2 days later. APD released some of that body camera video today. It's edited to only include the brief moments before and after an officer shot 37-year-old Kylan Lewis. This happened near East Alameda and South Havana back on May 23rd. Police say Lewis was under surveillance as a suspect in an attempted homicide out of Denver earlier in May. The body camera video shows 3 officers, including Michael Deek, approaching Lewis. While going down to kneel, Lewis's hand goes behind his back. He pulls out a cell phone. That's when Deek fired 1 shot. Lewis's wife, Andrice Lewis, says she's devastated.
They took Kylan from me. and everyone who loved him for no reason.
We reached out to APD to ask for the unedited body camera footage. They did share longer clips, but still not the full, raw version of the interaction in the shooting. The family's attorneys are also asking for more. In Pueblo, police shot and killed a man they say was shooting at them. Police were called out to a Popeyes parking lot near Highway 50 around 7 o'clock last night for somebody with a weapon. Investigators say officers ordered the man to drop his gun. They say he started shooting at them. Officers fired back, killing the man. No officers got hurt. They're now on administrative leave, which is standard.
Arvada police are looking for 3 missing kids tonight. 13-year-old Infinity, 10-year-old Craig, and 7-year-old Damien were last seen around 1 this afternoon at Terrace Park off of West 53rd Avenue. Police say the kids are not familiar with the Arvada area. They may have wandered off. Officers were searching around there this afternoon. If you see the kids, you're asked to call 911. A woman who had been missing for a week in the Greeley area has been found dead. Her body was discovered inside a car underwater at a quarry in the Fort Lupton area. This comes a day after Greeley police issued a missing person alert for Leslie Vicente. The 19-year-old from Aurora had gone to Greeley for a religious event and never made it home. Police say an employee of a gravel quarry called 911 late last night after noticing signs that a car had gone into the water near Highway 85 and Weld County Road 22. Since the car was recovered there in Fort Lupton, police there are now handling the investigation. An Israeli family fled to Colorado after their kibbutz was targeted by Hamas in the October 7th terror attack.
They told our Angeline McCall they're still questioning exactly how they survived when so many of their neighbors did not.
Living in Colorado wasn't their dream.
It was clear for us that we need to
go out from Israel, yes.
Then again, what brought them here isn't something they could imagine.
It's really complicated and it's really tough because you always live in stress.
Dekel and Oshri Shalev left their life behind in Kibbutz Be'eri, close enough to Gaza they could see its buildings from their home.
Start a new chapter.
Who's that?
Because they had to, if not for them, for their kids.
Goni is the biggest. Goni, Lenny, and Daria.
It's been 8 months since that day, October 7th.
We start to hear the bomb, but massive attack.
Yeah, all the house is shaking.
From inside their safe room, they heard their neighbor being tortured, home set on fire, people shot.
Terrorists comes to inside our house and they just broke in the windows and screaming and they just try once to open the door and then suddenly they moved.
This is the one photo they took in their safe room that day. Hours spent with their kids, waiting.
We just pray that we are not the next, because that's what it is. We're just waiting for them to come to kill us.
Yes, they have a lot of traumas from that day.
I think 90% of our neighbors just killed in that day, and we feel really, I don't know what to say. Why they and don't us?
Because there was so much death around them,
I was pregnant.
They felt like they couldn't bring more life into the world, so they terminated the pregnancy.
All the trauma with my body, and we have 3 kids to take care of, and we didn't know where we'll go. We just decided to go out from Israel, but we didn't know where or when it will be.
October 7th has launched them into a life and place they never dreamed of or wanted.
We can't
we
back.
We don't think to leave Israel, never, but it's not safe to live there right now. That's what we're feeling.
A feeling that will keep them out of Israel until they feel safe again. In Denver, Angeline McCall, 9 News.
The Shalev family is not sure if they'll be here for a couple years or longer. We have more information about their efforts to get settled in here on our website, 9news.com.